Hey, this guy's not Sean. No, Sean's doing something awesome, but he was nice enough to let me make a video for y'all, so let's check it out. Hey, thanks for watching. So today I want to talk about fact-checking, because fact-checking has become more and more important, especially in current year. And I want to talk about some of the issues, some of the problems with fact-checking going on right now. Now, if you don't know, Facebook is working with fact-checkers. Based on the rating that the fact-checker gives, that will determine where the story will appear in the algorithm. So if there's a story that's BS, it's not going to show up in your Facebook feed. And that's why it's really important that these fact checkers get it right. Now, I'm going to give you an example today of a story that just came up this week on Snopes. Snopes is probably the biggest fact-checking website and also one of the worst. So for my example, here's the headline. Did the walkaway campaign use stock photographs for people it claimed left the Democratic Party? Now, what they do at Snopes is they have a headline and maybe a line or two underneath it, a photograph, and then they'll have a claim. And the claim is a very specific claim, and that's what they're going to fact check. After that, they'll tell you what's true about the claim, what's false about the claim, what they don't know, and they'll give you a rating. So is it true? Is it false? Somewhere in between. So let's look at what Snopes did with this story. The claim is that the walkaway campaign used ads featuring stock photograph models and claimed they were Democrats leaving the party. So that's the claim. Did they use stock photographs? Did the official campaign use stock photographs? That should be pretty easy to determine. Well, what did Snopes determine? They rated this mixture. Mixture. That's not true. That's not false. What's mixture? This rating indicates that a claim has significant elements of both truth and falsity to it, such that it could not fairly be described by any other rating. So Snopes is saying that this is so complicated, there's true and false in it, that they can't determine it. That doesn't make any sense. Did the official campaign use stock photographs? Yes or no? It's not hard. So let's look what Snopes even has to say about what's true and false about this claim. What's true? Memes promoting the walkaway campaign used stock photographs to represent people who had supposedly left the Democratic Party. Okay, so there's some memes. Someone on the internet made some memes. But the official campaign didn't make these memes. Okay, let's see what else they say. What's false? The founder of the walkaway campaign said those memes were not created by the campaign. Okay, so we got some memes. The official campaign didn't make it. They say what's undetermined? Whether the person or persons who generated the memes is associated with the walkaway campaign. This is unbelievable. So let's look at this story. Brandon Straka, the guy who started this campaign and runs the official website, the official campaign on Facebook, he took to Twitter and said that the memes were not authentic. He says these memes have nothing to do with the walkaway campaign. They're being circulated by the left as evidence that walkaway is paid actors. Okay, so he's saying we didn't make these memes. Now, Snopes comes back and says it's unclear who created the memes or whether or not they consider themselves part of the walkaway hashtag campaign. And they say verifying what materials and persons might have an official connection with the movement is difficult since the campaign exists mostly on social media. This makes no sense at all. The walkaway campaign is on Facebook. They have an official Facebook page. And I've gone to the official Facebook page and I've looked through the entire thing and I cannot find one stock photograph. Not one. If anyone is making a claim that the official campaign used a stock photograph, they need to present evidence. But there is zero evidence that the official campaign used a stock photo. Now, Snopes says they weren't able to figure out who made the meme, but me, Tom, sitting here in Portland, I was able to figure it out. This meme was created by the Citizens Mandate, which is a conservative Facebook page. It's pretty clear, once I did a reverse image search on TinEye, I was able to find out the source of the meme. And this Facebook page that has nothing to do with the walkaway campaign is just your run-of-the-mill conservative Facebook page that makes memes. But all of their memes, they have the same font, the same coloring, the same layout, the same style. They have a person or a thing on a white background with red and blue lettering with the font, and some of the things are highlighted. They have this exact same style going back all year. They've made hundreds of memes in this style. So it's pretty clear to me that this meme was created by the Citizens Mandate. And the Citizens Mandate has nothing to do with the walkaway campaign. In fact, the walkaway campaign isn't a Republican campaign. This is just people that are tired of the Democratic Party and the direction of the Democratic Party. And here's where Snopes decides to muddy the water. They publish a tweet on this article, and it says, "Walkaway is a scam created by Russian bots. In reality, I've never met a liberal who says, you know what, I've decided to hate people and their basic human rights. I think I'll become a Republican." Well, you couldn't have more of a straw man than that. That's not at all what the campaign is about. In fact, I don't even know why this is put in the article for fact-checking. This has nothing to do with checking the facts. This is one guy's opinion on what the walkaway movement is, and it's not. The walkaway movement is about people that are tired of the direction of the Democratic Party. In fact, there are millions of people that are tired of the direction of the Democratic Party. A lot of people have left based on what the DNC did to Bernie Sanders. There's lots of reasons that people are sick of this current direction of the Democrats. Now, what I would like in my fact-checking websites is, I don't know, check the facts. But they don't do that on Snopes. In fact, they really like to muddy the waters like they do here. Some critics blame Twitter for failing to quell the spread of Russian propaganda. Why do we care what some critics think? This has nothing to do with anything, but they're just muddying the water here. And they're using this Hamilton 68. Now, Hamilton 68, if you don't know, the left is using this a lot right now to discredit anything conservative. It is funded by the German Marshall Fund. These neocons are running this organization, and they're very pro-war, anti-Russia. But we should just take their word for it. But the purpose of this Hamilton 68 that gets referred to a lot in the media now is they're tracking Russian Twitter bots. And we don't know who these Twitter bots are. There's no transparency whatsoever. We just have to take their word for it that they've identified some Russian Twitter bots. And if these Twitter bots promote something, they can say, aha, the Russian Twitter bots are promoting it, so therefore it's bad or something. But that's how Twitter works. Bots promote anything popular. This weekend is the release of the new Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise. And I guarantee there's going to be a lot of tweets about Mission Impossible. And if anyone would take the bet, I would bet them that there are going to be a lot of bots that are also going to tweet about Mission Impossible. And if we're to use the logic of Hamilton 68, Russian bots are promoting Mission Impossible. Therefore, if you go to the movie and watch a Tom Cruise action film, you're somehow in bed with Putin. This is absolutely insane. There's no logic to it whatsoever. And there's really no reason for this to even be mentioned on a fact-checking article. I mean, the article should just be checking the facts. The claim is, did they use stock photos? The answer is no. The claim should be false. End of story. But that's the thing, is we see two different standards on Snopes. If something is promoted by conservatives, well, it's fake. If something is promoted by liberals, well, it's complicated and we're not really sure. I did a video on this recently where there was two different photographs. One of the photographs was of kids with guns at the Mexico border. And that was published on Drudge Report, which is conservative. And they said, well, that's a fake photo. It was taken in Syria. Totally fake, 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 fake. And they rated it as false. And there was another photo of kids in cages, that ICE put kids in cages. And it turned out that that was from a protest, and ICE didn't really put the kids in the cages. This was a photograph taken from a protest, but instead they said that it was miscaptioned. So if a conservative does it, it's false. If a liberal does it, well, there's a little mistake to it, but it's not really false. So why does Snopes want to discredit the walkaway campaign? The walkaway campaign is people that are no longer interested in the direction of the Democratic Party. And there are millions of people that don't like the direction of the Democratic Party. You may think, Tom, are you part of the walkaway movement? Well, I haven't made a video yet, but I'm thinking about doing that. And if you subscribe to my channel, maybe you'll see a video in the near future of me talking about why I walk away from the Democratic Party. But tell me, what do you think? Do you think I was fair in my assessment of Snopes today? Let me know in the comments. And more importantly, if you liked this video, I make lots of videos. I don't just talk about fact-checking. I talk about the mainstream media. I do some book reviews, some Netflix reviews, talk about some big ideas, lots of different things. And you may be interested in them, so check it out. My channel is called Coffee and Nuance. And big thanks for Sean for letting me share this with you. My name's Tom. Have an awesome day. Peace.